Today is kind of a short day. I have about 3 clients today. I'm thankful because I need a break. But we're gonna start our day with a relaxer. She's been natural for 10 years and decided that she's over it. And you guys know, like with me, you can be natural, you can be relaxed. I'm team whatever you want to be. I don't have a preference when it comes to clients. Now, for myself, I have a preference, but I'm my own client, so to each his own. But she has decided that she wants to go relaxed. We've talked about her care schedule, which with relaxed hair is pretty simple, versus with natural hair where every day is a new day. Every problem is a new problem. Every treatment is a new treatment. But with relaxed hair, the schedule basically is retouch relaxer every 6 to 10 weeks, protein every 2 to 3 weeks after a relaxer. Meaning after you get your relaxer, you get your protein treatment 2 to 3 weeks after, not every 2 to 3 weeks. Let me say it the right way. You get your trims when you do your retouch, and you wash and deep condition your hair based on what it's doing that day every 2 weeks or 7 to 14 days. So first thing, before I even get into the many different questions that I know you guys will always have, let's do some shameless plugs. Don't forget, this weekend is the $12 sale on all of the moist repair, hair repair, and mended products, as well as the Repair RX, which is our protein treatment, and our Goddess hair repair serum is also included in that $12 sale. No code is needed, and then it's also free shipping over $75. And then this will actually be our final sale until the birthday sale. So, all right, so what I'm doing right now is just combing through her ends to make the relaxing process a lot easier, because you do have to relax the mid shaft first and then go back and do the roots and then finish it off by combining it all together. So this is, I like to go really quickly with my relaxers because I want to give time for my clients here to process, because processing is really the biggest part. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I use my hands most of the time when I'm doing like relaxers like this because I can move a lot quicker. So it's kind of like me doing a texturizer, but we're not going to stop at the texturized phase. We're going to go straight into going bone straight. Now, when I say bone straight, I mean in the sense of an S pattern. A relaxer technically is not supposed to be dead bone straight. A true relaxer is supposed to have some sort of S pattern, which protects the elasticity in the hair. But a lot of people get that wrong because they feel that a relaxer should be so straight that you have no movement. It just goes blah. That's not a good relaxer. That's actually right at the realm of overprocessing. You guys always hear me say I don't recommend you doing relaxers at home. It's really not a process that you want to play with, because most people do their virgin relaxer wrong. The first thing you do is run straight to the roots, and that's not how it works. That is how you easily become overprocessed. Good morning. So as you guys are coming in, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Real easy, very free. So close your chat, hit the thumbs up button, and also share the live with your friends and family by hitting that arrow. And that basically tells people that I'm on live and to come over and watch my video. Now let's see who's been paying attention. Why don't I put the relaxer at the root first? What is the purpose of not going to the roots first? And there's a specific answer that I'm looking for. Hey, Grace. Because of the heat zone, it will process faster. Absolutely. Look at you guys. This is like reviewing before the midterm. Good job. So yes, that is correct. We have a heat zone about an inch away from our head because our body is, we're mammals. Like, we give off heat. We're not cold-blooded people. So with that being said, heat accelerates anything that you're doing when it comes onto the hair. If I put the relaxer at the roots first, guess what happens? Her roots process, and the ends do not have a heat zone. So then the ends don't process, they under process. And then you have processed hair mixed with unprocessed or under processed hair. And now you're having to go backwards to correct that, which is very complicated to correct because the roots also get irritated. The ends don't. So you're not going to be able to leave that relaxer on long enough to really get through the mid shaft as you should. So good job on the answers, guys. Really quick. It's Saturday. I guess I'm the only one that's not awake. All right. So now that it is on the mid shaft, you want to give it a couple minutes before you mess with the root. It's going. Before you mess with the roots. Reason being is relaxer starts to process the moment you put it on. Yes. But remember, the mid shaft does not have a heat zone. So you don't want to run straight into the roots right away. So what I like to do is take my comb and start to use my comb to assist in breaking the bond and also making sure that I have relaxer on all those strands so that we're not missing any areas or under processing any areas. And as you guys can tell, it's starting to straighten, but don't confuse straightening and it looking straight, because relaxer is heavy. It's like putting on a ton of lotion. It's going to weigh the hair down. So when you think it's straight, more than likely it's not, especially in such a quick process. And I actually decided to use a mild relaxer. So when I do like my virgins, I don't like to use normal strength, but mild relaxer, it relaxes just as fast as a normal or a super. So I tell people, like, don't just run towards a super relaxer because you think, oh, I have super nappy hair, I need that. I can get the same outcome with a mild relaxer that I can get with a super in almost the same amount of time. So I'm just using my comb to assist in breaking that bond because the hair is made of bonds, you guys. So you guys always hear me say bonds, mid shaft, roots, ends. These are the different forms of terminology, or the different terminologies. The different style terminology that you guys have to know when we're talking about hair care. All right, I'm going to also get my spatula because I'm going to use my spatula to do the remainder of the roots. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start on the back. I can tell by how the hair feels that the bond is already broken. And another reason why I decided not to use a brush at the root level is because I don't want to run the risk of the bristles of the brush causing aggravation to the scalp, because I need her to have time to actually process. How you can also tell that the hair is already ready for you to move on to the next section, I can part through her hair really easily. I'm not struggling like if it was really in still very textured state. I struggle. And then the ends is going to be the last place that I go. The ends are severely porous. The ends are more than likely split anyway. So I don't want to run the risk of over processing the ends, because they are the weakest point of the hair. Especially if you're coming from natural to relaxed, you can easily over process your ends, because more than likely you have split ends. So tomorrow is the virtual shower. No one has gotten their Zoom code yet. That'll go out this evening. So for those of you that have been waiting for it, it will go out this evening, so no worries. And then everybody should have gotten an email on how to use Zoom, or a video teaching you how to use Zoom, so that you're able to be present in the shower and actually participate in some of the games that we have going on. Grace will be our moderator tomorrow. I'm going to kind of host it myself. It's easier when you're virtual for me to just host it. But Grace is going to also be in the chat helping with the games and all that stuff. So everybody get ready. All right, so the back is done. Okay, so we're gonna give the roots some time to process and then move on to the front. And then I always like to put the relaxer in the very resistant areas, which is typically right in that four-way part that you saw me make. Morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
You getting the press?
It's the works.
Didn't you just do the works?
3 months ago.
It's been 3 months. So as I'm applying the relaxer, I'm also smoothing the area, because I'm not gonna go back in with a comb. Some color as well.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. All right, so this is our last quadrant. And then I'll just kind of pull it out to her ends. And then she'll sit and process with this for just a couple more minutes. My next client is actually doing a big chop. So we're gonna go ahead and start with her as well. And then my last client's already here. So we're moving and grooving today. Okay. So we're just gonna comb through her ends now to let everything blend together, process together. So we have even processing. I'm not gonna use the comb to rub her scalp per se. I'm just using it to just smooth it out. All right, so her application is done. You can go ahead and set up the shampoo. You can sit here. All right, we're gonna move straight into the next client. She said, no relaxer, not good for you. The cotton on your shirt isn't either, but you wear it. We're not here to judge, are we? Hold that there for me. All right. So my client has decided today is the day that she is going to big chop it. I honestly can understand why, because she does have a lot of breakage in multiple places. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to preliminarily cut it down, and then at the end we'll clean it up. So this is not where she's going to stay, because she technically has a ton of relaxed hair hanging around. But this is going to allow us to wash her, get her all prepared, and then it will also expose any of the excess strands that need to come off. But with a big chop, you do have to go into some of that natural hair, because there's going to be different lengths in different places. So, are you doing color today too? Yes, sir. She's also doing color. So we're going to go over to the shampoo bowl. We're going to play musical chairs. I'm going to have you sit right. I'm going to have you sit back right here. You're going to sit at the shampoo bowl. Because you're not ready to finish processing yet. We already know what we're doing. So you next in line. Oh, the weirdos. The weirdos in the comments, honey. Don't get offended. People are, you're fine. Don't get offended. People are weird. Oh my gosh, don't do relaxer. It is so damaging. Don't you see that it's linked to cancer, not including the dye in the cranberry juice that you drink every day, but it's fine. We all got to pick our poison. It's okay.
I done my research. I'm okay.
It's not, that's it. People need to, listen. People make things the way they make things. I know women who have lived past 100 years old and have had a relaxer their entire life. And some of us, knock on wood, stucco and all of that, can't live past 50. So let's be honest here. Media sells anything they want to sell, and you follow what you want to follow. Hi, Alan. Oh yeah, Grace will block anybody. She already saying it, like, I will block you if you come in here talking to foolishness.
Thank you, Grace.
Sit up for me, because Grace already know, like, we don't have time for all that. Come on back for me. Grace knows we don't have time for all that, honey. Save that juju for yourself. All right, so for my client here, we're gonna go ahead and start her wash process. Okay, I'm actually gonna use the moist repair on her for her wash today. You know, it's so odd though. People don't research. I'm gonna tell you why. What is soap made from? What is the main ingredient in a natural soap? Lye. There you go. What is lye? It is, right? Lye can also be found in Home Depot on the shelf for you to go and unclog your drain. So while we're bathing and talking about, oh, relaxer this, relaxer that, sweetheart, you're bathing with lye. Okay? Yes, it cures for you to use it, but lye can also be used as a form of relaxer. They're all in the same, but people don't think of that. Everybody's so holistic. You go into Whole Foods right now. The middle of Whole Foods is an entire soap section of every soap made of what? Lye. Okay. I'm done. So we pick and choose what we want to put bad name to. Like, y'all gotta stop it. Okay? There's danger in everything. There's danger in red 40, yellow 1, blue 1. If you're drinking juice right now, throw it away, because that should be your biggest worry. Some of these natural hair products, your list is longer in ingredients than the regular products. The little cheap ones at the dollar store have less ingredients than some of these products that they're putting on the shelf. Silicones. Some products shouldn't even interact with each other, and we still use them. So I'm using the Elite Clarify to cleanse her hair and her scalp to get her ready for the moist repair. I can't give her a crazy scrub because my nails are super sharp. I just got them done yesterday. How you feeling? You okay?
Good.
All right, so we're gonna use some moist repair shampoo. They say your skin is beautiful. They're all in your face. They're all down to your skin. Next thing they're like, oh my gosh, can you guys see the whites in her eyes? Like y'all go so deep. All right, so this is the moist repair shampoo that we're using. Remember, these are also on sale for $12 today. Are you itchy?
No.
Okay. I would have had to take out the agitator because I can't scratch you with my nails. They're really sharp. Like I scratched myself a couple times yesterday. Come on back, babe. And don't forget to that, you guys, at some point today, we'll be having a flash sale on the home products, which is the candles, the wax melts, the refreshers, Elite Eats, all of that. All right, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
All the way up. All right, so you guys can see that the little straight pieces have exposed themselves. We're gonna go ahead and color her first. I'm gonna cut a little bit more of these little pieces off. What color you wanna do?
I have no idea.
You want
What do
brown,
you
black?
think?
Well, it's not anything. You wanna be brown, you wanna be black?
Brown.
Dark brown?
Dark brown.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm just gonna take off some more of these little straight pieces. This is not the cut, you guys, but I can tell by how they've exposed themselves that these are definitely gonna come off anyway. And then we'll finish up her cut.
I haven't had a
the end.
relaxer in over 10 years.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
And that's how your hair is turned
I
out?
don't know.
Wow, she says she hasn't had a relaxer in 10 years. And her hair still was breaking. All right, so we're gonna use some Clairol Gray Solutions to color her hair. And then we're gonna go ahead and shampoo my relaxed client. Her roots are almost there. All right, so we're gonna start at her hairline first, where I can definitely tell it's the most resistant. To the person. Oh no. Chin down for me. Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
All right, Mama, sit over there for me. All right, so we're gonna clean out the sink. You can come over, Mama. Come on. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and rinse out her relaxer. We're gonna start with the ends and the mid shaft and then work our way up on both sides. I bet she's gonna feel real nice feeling the breeze against her scalp.
Yes, ma'am.
She already probably feels super free.
No regrets.
Come back for me, please. And then turn to the side. Head back on. You keep your head back. What color are you doing?
I usually go with I guess the brown, black.
You want it to be black or dark brown?
Dark brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come back to me. You don't have to lift your head. I'll lift it for you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and normalize her. What does normalizing or neutralizing shampoo do to the hair? Another review question. Nope, it doesn't add any oils. Restore the pH. Good job, Mimi. It restores the hair back to its natural or regular pH. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put her color on. Sit right here. So we're also using the Clairol Gray Solutions color for her hair. These are semi-permanent, so it won't really do anything in regards to harming the hair. If anything, it'll help by helping to fill in those holes in the cuticle temporarily. And it also makes the hair appear to be healthier than before because you're filling in those holes or those gaps. And this color is great for gray coverage and gray blending. So I'm not getting paid by Clairol, but it's a good color. I'd use this over any box color to protect the integrity of the hair. Now, some people, this gray solutions is still not strong enough for their resistant gray, but for my relaxed clients, I don't do demis and permanent colors any longer unless necessary. So this is my go-to. Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes.
Second timer, 20 minutes, starting now.
All right, my dear, sit over there for me. Whew, I'm sweating. Ready? Not you. No, no. Mhm.
Last time without you. Soothing balance on the clarifies. My hair doesn't care what's color. Can you do that?
Sure. Pretty soon I won't have that product any longer.
The soothing balance.
Mm-hmm. It's going away. Alright, let me put this around you. Hold that for me. Alright, so we're going to do the works. Lean forward for me. This thing is getting on my nerves. Oh, coming back. Just plucking out the little hairs in the back of my head. I only have like 30. Alright, you guys. So we are going to do a silk press with the works. So basically a silk press, conditioner. I'm sorry. Shampoo, conditioner, wash, all that good stuff. Trim. I think I'm going to use Mended on her today. So of course you want to make sure that you saturate the hair really well. Alexa, stop. So we're going to use the Soothing Balance shampoo as her clarifier. I'm literally over here sweating. Okay, for her treatment shampoo, we're going to use Mended. The tears coming. She have tears too. The Soothing Balance is really minty. It even has my hands cool. Okay. Whew. My hands are ice cold. Sit up for me. So we're going to put on the mended conditioner. No, you're fine. The mended conditioner. So we're going to towel dry her first. Sorry, Mama. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So we're going to make sure that we get it on her ends and the mid shaft, and then we'll work our way to the roots. Thank you, Grace. Grace says she used Mended an hour ago. So what I'm doing is just going through, detangling her hair and distributing the Mended all over, which is the deep conditioner. This is a mask, you guys, so it's going to be a lot thicker than a traditional conditioner. I think I'm gonna pop this off. At first it was nice and cute and stuff, but this is now it's just, yeah. As my belly gets bigger and I gotta stand farther back, yeah, now I'm just aggravated with it. I just want to cut it off and throw it in the garbage. Be ashamed. That means you purchased a ton of product.
No, I only got the hair apparel store and moist repair. I just ran out of the leave-in conditioner, but I had ordered another one because I was getting low. But I just ran out of the hair repair in the store.
And it's on sale this weekend for $12.
Yeah, I have to stock up, but they last a long time.
Good.
But I wash my hair every 2 weeks. So.
Well, that's good. All right, we're gonna put a processing cap on her. Should go under the dryer for about 10 minutes. Come on. Alexa, how much time is left on second timer?
You have 5 minutes and 10 seconds left on your 20-minute timer.
Just lean forward for me, please. Come on. Were you wearing it out, Shirley?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we're going to use cool water to rinse my client. All right, we're gonna go ahead and condition her with some moist repair conditioner. And just comb through her hair, make sure it's all detangled. Come on, come back. So we're gonna use cool water again to rinse her. What's up for me? All right, Mom, you can sit in my chair. You can come back. And then we're gonna rinse out my client who had her other color. Alexa, how much time is left on the timer? Alexa, how much time is left on the timer?
You have 1 minute and 20 seconds left on your 20-minute timer.
Timer off. Watch her still ring. Alexa, turn off the second timer.
20-minute timer ended.
All right, we're gonna rinse her with cool water as well. And then she's gonna go under the dryer to dry. So this is what I tell people about stylists, right? If your book is sectioned the right way, if you're stable in how you book clients, Like you do certain things on certain days. You know, you don't do long-term services in between short-term services. Meaning long-term, I don't do a sew-in in between two relaxers. Because I know that if I do a sew in between two relaxers, the second relaxer is going to fall behind. I don't offer color in the middle of my day, meaning highlights. You have to book that early in the morning, or that's always my last appointment. That's how my book is structured. So it gives you certain times for certain things. Then you'll be able to manage doing more than one client at a time, and everybody still get out of here within 2 to 4 hours as promised. And on my book, it tells you to plan to be in the salon up to 4 hours. And that's for any service. It doesn't matter if it's a relaxer, a wash, whatever. And that's how I'm able to get through my day and get through my day so quickly where I can come to work at 9, do 5 people, and still be out of here right on time to pick up my kids in the car line at 2:50. And not have to run out of here and leave my client under the dryer, which that's very seldom. So for my stylist friends, when you guys are trying to understand how to multitask clients, how to juggle having more than one client at a time, you have to know how to structure your services. And if your services aren't structured and you're just following that notion that they teach us of, you know, don't turn down anything but your collar, you're going to be frustrated. Your client's going to be frustrated. You're going to be burnt out and you're going to quit. I've done that twice. So I've learned from experience of how this works, which is the reason why I don't offer certain services anymore. I'm structured into hair care. I don't offer weaving and all of that, except for like alopecia clients, because I'm also structured into alopecia as well. But that all goes with hair care. But you'll never see me in here doing a sew-in. It's very, very rare. You'll see me doing a wig or a sew-in. Come back from me. That has to be a very special request. And even then, I'll probably do that on one of my days that I don't necessarily work. I don't know how stylists do it. They'll come to work. You have 14 people on your schedule in between 9 and 5. So let's say, what's that, 9? Count this for me on your fingers. 10. So that's 1. So put 1. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you do a 9 to 5, you can only get through, what was that, 8? 8 people, 1 an hour. Every service that you do, the preparation of that service is at least 30 minutes. So you're booking 14 to 20 people in a day. And you're expecting to be out of there by a certain hour. You're going to be burnt out. You're going to be so tired, you won't even be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I used to do it, so I know. I used to do 13 clients on a Saturday. Go into work at 8 o'clock, trying to get out of there by 3. And I have 14 people on my schedule. Even with an assistant. Sit up for me. And you know what got me to the point where I understood a little bit better how to do my book? COVID. It took COVID for me to know, okay, I can actually do this. Because I never understood how the other culture, that culture right there, that nationality, how they were able to do 1 and 2 people in a day and still have a smile on their face, a Mercedes outside, you live in Windermere, you have no bills, everything is fine and dandy, and you're not stressed. And they're doing 2 to 3 people in one day. So when COVID hit, and I'm like, okay, well, I have no choice. And I can do 1 client every 2 hours because we were so afraid. We didn't want people to breathe on each other, nor did we want them breathing on us. And I saw that I could do 3 and 4 people in a day, increase my price by maybe 10 to 15%, 20% the max. And I was still making the same amount of money without burning myself out. So now I don't go past 6 clients in a day. That's rare. You see me with 6. Very rare. I enjoy getting out of here at a certain hour. Come on, Mama.
could have done that,
No, you're fine. I forgot. Once you learn how to structure your business, huge difference. When I say huge, I mean huge. Once you learn how to time your clients, I know a relaxer is going to take me anywhere between 2 and 4 hours. So why am I not going to prepare my client to know that it's going to take between 2 and 4 hours? If you give the client the expectation, you don't have to worry about angry people. All right. So with us just doing her preliminary cuts, most of those pieces are gone. So now we're just going to go through and even it out. Good morning. That's great. You have to enjoy your life with your family. You do. I've done it all. I used to go to work at 9 a.m. Junior would pick up the girls. This was even before we had Christian at this point. He would pick up the girls from school, take them to the babysitter, and I'd still be at work until 10 o'clock at night doing hair in a salon. He'd pick me up from work. We go and pick up the kids from school. Mind you, Christian is still an infant at this point. He's not even a toddler yet. He's an infant. Go home. I have to yell at them, rush them, hurry up, give them a bath, feed them to get them back in bed for us to do the same thing again the next day. And you get tired of that. Your kids get tired of that. And I understand that it's a sacrifice, but some sacrifices are really not worth it. Because I lost a lot of time with my kids. My kids spent more time with the babysitter and my mom than they did with me. And you know the saddest part to all of that? Even after me working so hard, I still was struggling. I still struggled financially, even after working so many hours. So clearly my business model did not match. Because it wasn't making me successful. I wasn't making all the money that I needed to make to even still cover the bills. And I'm working 12 to 14-hour days in the salon. So we're almost done with her cuts. She's actually going to wear it as a fro. Now she does have different curl patterns in different places. That's normal. Over time, as long as the curl pattern is intact, it will begin to fill itself out. You are so good at your job. Oh, thank you. I try.
Nice texture in the back.
Yeah,
I like it.
the back is more defined. Now she is still gonna have some little stragglies that might float around here and there. You can't really avoid that because some hair is longer than others. Now really what we can do is just make sure that we get as much of it now as possible. But a big chop is never really a big chop at the beginning unless you go bald. Or unless you go an inch shorter than you need to. And even then you can still have some hairs that are still hanging around. So I'm going to use a pick just to pick out her hair, like make it all uniform so I can see if there's any other hairs that are hanging around that I can take out. If not, we're going to leave it. Which at this point, it really shouldn't be much. But I like to do this so I can see if there's anything that I can take down now. So what I'm doing is just using my large scissors to kind of go through and shape her afro. We're not going to do it like Craig from Friday, but we're just going to give her a little less flyaway. Chin down for me. Alright, my dear, your afro ready. The big chopped out. It's a lot better than how it started because those straggly hairs were looking out. So now she is a full fro.
My mom's gonna have a heart attack.
You say that again?
My mom's gonna have a heart attack.
Oh, because you cut it off? So she'd rather you sit with the way it was before? With the straggly hairs hanging around? She'd rather that?
Yep, I guess.
Some people are like that though. I'm just using some Elite Silk Wrap Foam. Just kind of define her curls. You can do the same thing at home. We're out of the wrap foam right now, but it'll be back in stock this week. But basically all it's doing is just defining the coils. It's not going to be permanent. This is something that you have to continuously do. But it will help to coil the hair so that later on, when she dries, it won't just look like a big fro. And all I did was put a little bit on my fingers and just coil the hair. You can also put some on the hair and then take a comb and just comb through it. I'll show you guys what I mean. And then pull it back. So if you take your comb again, let me bring y'all all in her face because I know some of y'all are like, wait, what? Take your comb with wrap foam on it, put enough on the hair, and you just pull it through and let it bounce back. And that brings out the coil or the curl. And then you just let it stay. You don't mess with it. So I can do the same thing over here. Take my comb. You want to make sure that there's enough wrap foam on the hair. Pull it through and let it coil back. And then you just place it. That's it. And if you guys notice, a little goes a very long way. I prefer the comb method over the finger coiling. Now her curl pattern is super defined. And then if you want to make it big, you'll go under the dryer, let it air dry, and then take your pick and just lift it up. Can you guys see the difference in the coil? And all I'm using is some Elite Silk Wrap Foam. I didn't put anything else on her hair. You can add a little bit of growth balm to the hair before you do it. But basically all I'm using the wrap foam to do is to define the curls. To make it not so afro looking. And more like, oh my gosh, is that your curl pattern? And you're like, yeah. Because people think that you're born this way. No, this is a style. This is how you're born. Well, I want to go back to the curls I had as a baby. No, really? Okay, honey. If that works for you. It sounds stupid, but okay. I've had clients come to me and they're trying to describe their hair when they were 13. You're 72 right now. Like, let's not do that. The hair matures just like the body does. Yeah, somebody said it kind of looks like it was texturized. That's exactly the point. Texturizing gives definition. So you're very, that's right. Exactly what you said is what it's doing. So we're just giving definition. And if you guys notice, I didn't go through and put a ton of product all over her hair. I'm using the product that's also on the comb. Because you don't want it to dry white. You want it to dry like it's just no product there. And then as I do it, I kind of move the hair around to fill in the gaps between where I was parting it out. So for those of you that are always asking about curl definers, That's the reason why we don't have one, because you can use the wrap foam and do it. See that the shampoo bottle. Now, if we did the big chop right, you notice we don't have any straight pieces popping out like that. So she is officially chopped. She's ready.
Like the second job.
Good.
And you take a little bit of edge control. Edge control is not to be used like gel. Okay? It's supposed to actually go on clean edges, but we don't follow that. We just make up our own thing. It's okay, all of us are guilty. I get it. But the edge control just makes it a little more feminized, makes it soft. So and last thing, you can diffuse the hair. And when I say take your pick and lift it up, that's exactly what I mean. But you want to do this when the hair is dry. I'm just using it to close the gaps. You don't even have to go under a dryer, you guys. You can just allow it to air dry on your way to work. When you get to work, take your pick out and lift it up. But if you guys notice, I'm not pulling the pick all the way through. I don't want to mess up my definition. I'm just using it to fill in the gaps. Head down for me, Mama. This also will expose any little straight pieces, which I don't really see much. So. Now you look a little more tamed. Before you look nice and wild. You want to go into the dryer, or you just want to let it air dry?
I'll go under the dryer just so I can see what it is.
So she's gonna go under the dryer. Hold on, let me spray some oil on your hair first. If you're gonna go under the dryer, you guys spray it with a little bit of oil so that it has a sheen to it when you come out. All right, Mom, go ahead. Just a couple minutes. Hey, Dad. All right, so we're gonna rinse my client out real quick. clean out my sink. Can I get a time check, please? So 10:46. Okay. Lean forward for me. Come on back. So we're gonna go ahead and rinse her off with cool water. Why cool water? Because it's conditioner. That helps to close the cuticle, stop the tangling, and leave the hair looking shiny. All right, so today I'm actually going to use the Mendit leave-in conditioner on her hair that releases on June 22nd. So that's my in-salon bottle. We're going to mix it on. This also has the split-in technology and frizz control. And then we're going to follow it up with our thermal blow dry heat protectant spray. And we're going to part her into sections, and she will go under the dryer to air dry. It smells good. Blood orange. Hold on, what she said? I didn't see you clean the sink and combs. What was there for you to see? You want me to do my disinfectant process? I look like the hospital. I did clean my sink and combs. Y'all be asking the stupidest stuff. What was there for you to see? You want me to show you the bleach spray? Does I look like I'm at the nail salon? You putting your feet in there? All you gotta do is wipe off the sink, rinse off the combs. Like, Jesus, y'all just be finding anything. Oh, gosh. You know I'm not the one for the foolishness either. What you want me to do? Drop it in bleach water? Want me to put a head in there too? Because that was stupid. It's always one person. I didn't see you do that. Well, I didn't see you brush your teeth, but did that mean you didn't do it? What was the first thing I said before I told you to lean back? Oh, okay. I said that. Before I allowed her to lean back, I'm like, 1 second, let me wash the combs and comb over. And then here you come. Oh, I see you do that. Well, I ain't see you brush your teeth and take a bath, but I'm sure you're clean. Good God, man. Y'all don't have no rest. Don't rest, man.
questions for you.
Is it about me cleaning the sink in your hair?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. No, just go ahead. What is it?
Like,
Come
you
on.
see how you do like different sections like this?
Yeah.
Like for at home, I don't know why people like small sections like
I mean, sections don't matter.
I want to give it a little bit.
That's because it's you.
Over the head.
That's because it's you doing it. So like, and it has to be smooth. So you notice I detangle right before I do it. So even though I'm doing a large section, I don't just go with one large section and just start rope twisting. I detangle it thoroughly first while I'm holding it to keep it together. And you'll notice I'm still holding it and I split it, grab it, and rope twist it. That's kind of the only way I can really explain it. But then it could also be because our hands are not made to, while you're, it's going to be a little different. But I'm going to be honest, the sectioning doesn't matter.
Well, for me, I just do the same time, so I don't think
I mean, you can do 2 sections if you want, or do 4. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4, because the hands are made to go that way. They're not made to do this. But you can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and be able to catch it the same way. Yeah, try that. Come on.
And the second question I have for you is like your stupid question.
There's no stupid question. There's stupid stuff up there. What is the question?
Is it possible to, you know, when you're rinsing your hair or whatever, is it possible to, like, this will sound crazy, use too much water? Like, how, like,
When you're, say that again?
when you're rinsing your hair, when I'm like washing my hair or rinsing out my conditioner,
Uh-huh.
I'm always trying to make sure I get everything out, and I just feel like I'm like, keeping my hair too long. Is that
There's no such thing.
Okay.
There's no such thing.
Okay.
You can keep it not long enough.
Okay.
That you can do.
Okay.
But not, there's no such thing as too long.
Okay. I didn't
Because
know
you need
if
to get the
was
product
making it,
out.
like too elastic or too like anything like that. Okay.
Don't overthink that part. I think you're fine. Your hair feels fine. I don't see the water being an issue. I don't see the water being an issue.
Sometimes when I rinse out, after I rinse out my conditioner, and I'm like going through my hair, I feel like my hair, I'm like, do I have too much water in here? Because I feel like it's like a little too elastic. But after I condition it and get up on the dryer, then it's fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay.
And towel dry. Towel drying is going to be the key to it. Are there any other real questions up there?
They said, take your pollution elsewhere.
Girl, you need to work for the FDA and the CDC or something. And then have the audacity to put it in all caps. Don't text me with all caps. Text your man. Alright, so this is my client who did the version relaxer on. I think today is the day of voicing all people's problems. First it was about the relaxer. Now it's about the comb. Next thing they'll say I didn't sanitize the flat iron before I put it on your hair. Jaja. Let me check on my client. Come on, baby.
Okay.
Y'all want to see the finished result? Come stand a little closer.
Okay.
There you go. Look, do them once around so they can be all in your business. Okay. She's done.
Very nice.
She's all done. Good?
Alright.
Very
I'm good.
nice.
All right.
So the hair product you have the bone growth,
Mm-hmm.
is that for the scalp or the for
It's a hair grease.
Okay.
Yeah. So you part the hair and put it on the scalp.
Okay.
All right. So let me fix this because you booked 19 different things
Oh.
and you didn't need all of those.
Mikhail.
Mikhail. Okay. That's not how it looks, but okay. I know you get all Macaulay and Mickey Kakala and all that. I know you get ready for you, baby. I know you get all kind of pronunciations with this name. It's a beautiful name. Mikhail. All right. You have children?
No.
No? Okay. I was going to say, what will your children's names be? Will it be a play of your name? Like if I had a son, it would be Makai or Micah. But they probably pronounce it Micah. All right, we're going to trim my client. You done? All right, my love.
All right, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
See
I think you're going to do a lot better now. So now I expect you to have a huge fro the next time I see you.
I hope so.
Okay, baby. See you.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
All right, you guys. So we're going to give her a trim. Of course, when you're doing a virgin relaxer, you are going to take off a little bit more than normal. Client with a texture afro, what should she do at night to her hair? Like braid it or stocking cap it? Honestly, there's really nothing she can do. Put a satin or silk scarf on and go to bed. There's nothing that's going to preserve what we did. Because it's a very temporary thing. It's just a product-based style. So she can rinse her hair out in the morning and do the same thing again. It's not really much care after the fact. And because she's wearing it as an afro, you really won't have a lot of things that will last. Some people will put like a bonnet on and try to pick it out and try to wear it for days at a time. To be quite honest, I'm gonna have to put the arm.
Oh yeah, okay.
To be quite honest, it's not really worth it for that. I'd rather just rinse it every day and then just kind of do it again so you don't have product buildup. I know Grace said something weird in the comments because all I keep seeing people say grasshopper.
So is there a bundle kit I can purchase, like to use online for like in between relaxers?
The hair repair kit.
Hair repair, okay.
Mm-hmm. But you're gonna pay more if you do it this weekend. So it's better just buy each piece individually.
Okay.
Look at the kit and buy what you need. You'll save a lot more.
Okay.
Well, I'd love for you to pay full price. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I didn't know what to purchase before when the
Just look
sale
at
was
the
going
kit.
on. You know, when I was going, you know, before
Oh yeah,
I got
you
my
wouldn't
hair
know.
done because I wouldn't know.
Mm-mm.
I saw the sale and I was like, ugh.
No, you do it. You did it right.
Okay.
You can either use B7 or hair repair.
Okay.
Use either or. Preferably though, hair repair, and you also need the Repair RX protein so you can do your protein treatment.
Okay. I'll still do my salon visits because I think
Yeah, that's
you know
definitely imperative.
that has helped me when I was relaxed years ago. So,
You want to curl your straight?
straight.
Chin down from. I'm a white woman with silver natural coarse long curly hair. Let me read this again. I'm a white woman with silver natural coarse, long curly hair. Okay. What can I do to soften the wire texture? Yeah, that's a hard question. Because gray hair is its own texture. So it's not really what you can do to soften it because that gray hair, that's the texture that you got. Really the only thing that's gonna soften it is a chemical service. So I would just say to kind of hydrate a little bit more, but you can't really change the texture of gray hair. I think that's where the coarseness, that wiriness that you're talking about is coming from. Because it's gray. And that's just the texture of it. So the only thing that can change texture is chemical. How long does it take for a new client to get an appointment with me? Let's ask the new client. How long did it take for you to get an appointment with me?
Ooh, let's see. It didn't take long. It was like maybe. Well, you have to kind of like look at the schedule and see what best suits you. I think like 2 weeks for the email. I did the email version and then email consultation and then maybe 3 weeks for a month to
So
come
it took her about 30 days.
Yeah, to see you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to be honest, you guys. New clients can get an appointment almost at any time, but my schedule opens a certain day of the month. So, if you're trying to book for, let's say it's the end of May, like May 20th, and you're trying to get an appointment in May, that more than likely won't happen unless somebody cancels an appointment in May. Because May would have already been booked up from like almost April. If somebody cancels, an appointment will show right away. So they can cancel their appointment for Thursday coming, and now all of a sudden you have an appointment. You can make one. So it's not like you have a waiting period, and while I thank God if that ever happens, I don't really like that. I'd rather just have availability, you can book it. People love to say, oh girl, I'm booked 7 months out. Yeah, but your life is stressful. You have no life. That's why I do 30 days at a time. Who knows what's going to happen a month from now? And I'm one of those stylists, if I'm going somewhere and I want to go somewhere, I can't work. I have to close my book. I've done this long enough where, I don't become a prisoner of my schedule anymore. During COVID, that was probably the most stressful to me. Because I was booking 3 months in advance, not sure what was going on. So book at will. But right now, there's only, I think, 2 days left of appointments in June. And then I'm on maternity leave come July 1st. So you can't book anything until I open my schedule back up in the midst of me on maternity leave saying, okay, I'm going back to work this date. And then here it is that you go on there and you notice that I haven't opened anything yet because I forgot. So I try to open it from a day before so that I don't have that issue. But sometimes I'll be in traffic or something and I'll get a magic text from a client like, hey, your schedule's not open. And then I have to pull over and open it because I forgot.
I think that happened in February because I was like, I need a Saturday, and I know your Saturdays go fast.
Yeah, those
and
go
so
first.
I was like, well, maybe she will open it early. So I'm on the 14th looking. I'm like, no, she hasn't opened it. And I'm at work looking like on the 15th, you hadn't opened it. And finally you open it. I'm like, let me get in here and get on the Saturday. And I think there was only 2 or 3 appointments left by the time I got on. Like, they go fast.
Saturdays are, because my schedule is more limited on a Saturday. I only really do the Saturdays to accommodate my clients where you work on 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, you don't really have an option because my schedule isn't the easiest either. You know, I'm at work when most people should be at work too. Unless, like my clients who work from home and they act like they're at home, but they're getting their hair done.
I saw that one client online.
Yeah, I've had clients taking customer service calls and hearing everything.
I can hop on a Saturday, they'll keep me from having to use some vacation time and take off for work, so.
Well, she drove all the way from Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of Tampa clients and a lot of Jacksonville clients.
Yeah, I'm in Jacksonville.
Yeah, she's Jacksonville, yeah.
I have a lot. And you know the craziest thing, Tampa is more saturated with hairstyles than Orlando.
Yeah,
It's more weaving.
Were we?
It's a lot of weaving in Tampa. A lot of hot girl styles. You're driving from Pennsylvania. Okay, baby.
Ooh,
I think the farthest I've had a client come from is Australia.
wow.
But I think they were already coming for vacation. It wasn't just to get their hair done. Thank you. They say your hair has beautiful shine.
Oh, well, it's because of Crystal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Girl. Finally. I can't.
Right.
Oh my God, I cannot believe it.
Good.
Can I give you a hug?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're
finally.
welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Sit in my chair.
Huh?
How did you wear it?
I was like when you did twists, I will always use manipulative like low deepness styles. I will never put weaves or braids. And I tried to do it the right way. So maybe I don't know. It just didn't work. But you know, you have yours is a good texture. You have good texture.
I usually do like, you know, a twist style, like a wash and go
Big
or something,
appreciation.
and I just wash it before I come here so
Before
I can
you
like
go.
detangle it and
Yeah.
everything. You know, I just pull up that little puff, and usually it's something like a twist style or a wash and go or something.
Yeah, like I would go and do salon visits like every like 3 to 4 weeks, get it trimmed. And alright. That was cool. Alright.
All right, my dear.
Alright.
Don't forget you wrap it at night.
Wrap it at night? Okay.
Super important.
Okay. And then the protein treatment should be like
2 weeks from
2
now.
weeks
Not
from
every 2 weeks, just 2 weeks from now.
now. Okay.
And then you go into regular deep conditioning with like your hair repair or your B7.
I'm gonna order that stuff online right now.
Definitely.
Okay. Alright, guys. Take care.
Okay,
Don't
babe.
forget to- Oh my goodness.
See you. Drive safely.
Thank you. You too.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and silk her. Even curls or straight. Head down for me. So we're gonna go ahead and silk her out. So don't forget, you guys, I use the Mended collection on her. Mended collection. Control collection, but the Mended products on her. So now I'm just silking her out. Control collection, hair repair, Repair RX, all of those products are on sale this weekend for $12. call Range Rover Orlando. All right. All right, so we're almost done silking. I'm kind of silking and curling her all at the same time. So when I go to trim her, I don't have to go back and curl her again. Her silk out, actually, real simple. And she doesn't have a lot of split ends either. So if you guys notice, she already kind of has a style. Her hair has grown a lot because it used to be nice and big when we did your first silk out. Mm-hmm. It wasn't long like this, I know that.
No,
It was nice and short. It was bulky. You remember Jenny Jones? It was
The
a
talk
talk show
show?
host.
Mm-hmm.
That's how your hair was the first silk out to me. It was just big and bouncy. Now it's just gotten so elongated.
Because it was super short.
It was short.
Mm-hmm.
She has come a long way in a short period of time. Because this hair was not this long, honey.
No, because I think the first time I came and I had it, it was like shrunken.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, you said, how did you get on the books? I'm like, I booked for this. And you were saying you didn't think that because of the length, you were like, it was like this short, but then when
Girl.
you blew it out, it was like this long. Like, okay,
Yeah.
it's longer than what it looked.
Yeah. But it's definitely
That
gotten
was a
longer.
year-old salon.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot longer.
Yes, I have been using your products.
Well, thank you.
Should you sanitize that phone?
Mm-mm. She asked, did I sanitize the coat? You see what y'all started? And I said, It's dirty too. I made sure I picked the dirtiest one I had. Yup. No sanitization here. Weirdo people. They're dying of laughter right now. This is what you call keeping up with your trim schedule. Because she barely has hair to trim.
That's a relief.
Just minimal hair. minimal hair to trim. See, when y'all follow directions. I even asked her today, I'm like, why you, I'm like, wait, when's the last time you were here? Because I'm like, why are you booking the works again? I feel like she was just here.
It was March.
Yeah, so I have to go on the schedule before you go out and get my,
Mhm.
my ends trimmed.
Look at that hair. Y'all know where she started. She had a baby fro. How's that?
You love it.
All right, people. She was my last client. That is it for the day. Thank you. Your girl is done. My body is wearing it. Let's see. Lisa. There you go. You're all done. All right, my dear. Put my implements back. Make sure I clean them first. They say it's just beautiful. Your hair is just beautiful. I'm wearing the same shirt, but this is the first time I did my shirt first. Let me get this picture, please. Come on over here, please. We need to see this side by side. So this is her hair now. This was her hair when we did her first silk press. Let me bring that in close for y'all. Y'all see that teeny weeny fro right there? Now look at that hair now. How long ago was this? What date was that?
What's the date on here? Oops. No. Didn't I?
See it. Right there. May 6, 2022. Literally a year and almost a year and a month. Mm-hmm. It's been 13 months and look at her hair. Proud moment. Mm-hmm. Very proud moment.
Thank you.
All right, my love. I will see you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
See you when you get back.
All right, my dear.
All right, have a good weekend.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, you guys, let me clean up real quick. Gotta get out of here. Hold on, guys. Alright guys, so I'm cleaning up. Don't forget this weekend is a $12 sale on the hair repair collection, control collection, and moist repair collection. That also includes our Repair RX protein treatment and our hair repair serum. So you guys have access to all of those products for $12. And shipping is free over $75. Cool. So I'm about to be outie. Appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure your girl's hair still looks like something.